Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Today I'm reviewing these pirate potato heads. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue!
Alright, so before we get into this video, please like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video. And let me know what else you want to see in the comments. I got these guys for Christmas. They look awesome. I'll get the standard version out soon. But let's just take a closer look at them. Right now, let me show you how you build this guy. So, starting off, let's get the feet. That's the first one. And you'll hear the click on it as well. There you go. Okay, now I do want to say before we go further on, you have to be really careful with these pieces. I did it on the standard version, break the foot, but I did get a replacement. Thank you, sidtoys. Anyways, now we can put in the mouth. Now, there is an option to have the mustache on here as well. You can take it on and off. Do not go like that and push it in. You slide it in like that. And it's a little, there's little like slots, like there's edges, so it slides in nicely, as you can see. It's nice and curved and all that. But anyways, so now, if we want to go put this in, that. Now let's move on to the hands. So you can tell, you'll know like if it's the right hand or not, because like the way they're facing, obviously. But yeah, it's just something to watch out for. And then another thing while I'm building this guy I want to talk about is there is these are two different bodies, so you can't get these guys confused, because you'll know it'll like break, like it'll be like that if you try to put an eyeball or something. It's like the same thing if you tried to put it like in here. It will not work. Just a reminder. So you need to make sure that if you buy one from resale, that they do have them in the correct slots, so you don't get them mixed up. But yeah, that's just another thing I wanted to show you. So they just like won't slide in. Like if you were to put an ear and an eye, it's kind of the same thing, because like if you were to put the ear on here, it wouldn't slide in. So it's just like putting it on the eye. If that makes sense. I don't really know if it does. Hopefully it does. Anyways, now we're getting close to the end. You're gonna put this iPad. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Alright, sorry. You're gonna put this eye patch right here. And then with two hands, you're going to put that on, and you're gonna want to lift this eye up. And what I do is I kind of slide it under the eye to kind of make it so it's all positioned nicely, as you can see. It's kind of under the eye there. But yeah, so then if you want, hold on, let me scoot up real quick. If you want, you can put these on, which I will show you in 1 second. So, what you're going to want to do now is you're actually going to want to kind of just slide it in here. So, that hand. One thing I want to note on my version, the arms are very loose. Everything else is perfectly fine, but the arms are very loose on mine. Yours could be probably not as loose. I think it's just the one I got, but yeah, that is Mr. Potato Head. Now let's move on to Mrs. Potato Head. Alright, so Pirate Mrs. Potato Head looks awesome in my opinion. Just the details, they got it straight out of the movie. I mean, honestly, I rate Mr. Potato Head just alone probably a 10 potatoes. If we're rating in potatoes, I'd rate 10 potatoes just for the sake of it. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you guys look, there is no eyebrows here. Now, the person who got it did not include them. So annoying, but we don't think about that. Sid Toys is here to save the day, which is awesome. So those will be here very shortly, and I will have those on there, and it will look awesome. Right now, it still looks awesome, but there's missing an eyebrow, as you can see. But yeah, I will also be getting the Rocky Gibraltar with that with those eyebrows. Just a little sneak peek for the next video, or possibly second to next video. Anyways, let's take a look at Mrs. Potato Head. So, just taking a look at her, she looks straight out of the movie. She's looking awesome, straight up and down. I honestly don't know how they did it. I could never do art like this. It's just perfect. It's just awesome. I'll forever hold these in my collection and just admire them. Like, it's so awesome. Just sit there and look at these guys. They fit so well in my collection. I just keep them next to something I'll show you in the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Very close to the end. But yeah, I'm not going to do a swap, like I'm not gonna take them off and all that. I do recommend going to Today Grow Up and Nikolai Tadashi, because for mine, I don't have eyes. He also just didn't include more eyes. I just have these basically. So yeah, it's a bummer. So I can't really show you guys the other swap out parts. But if you guys do want that, remember, go to Nikolai Tadashi, or Today Grew Up. They both actually Today Grew Up only did the standard version. Nikolai Tadashi does have the pirate version, and he reviews those, so go check that out. But yeah, now I'm going to show you guys the standard version next to that. I almost completely forgot to show you guys what they looked like in my collection. Here's what they look like in my collection. I am filming this after I finish the video, but I just wanted to show you what they look like in my collection, because I did promise that in the video. So I'll just add this in, little clip. But yeah, and I do have this Border Crossing 1 Mile Outlaws Welcome. I did break that antenna by accident. I just super glued it back, as you can see. And then we got some money that says Mr. Potato Head, and then some nice, like, weathering, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what they look like in my collection. And I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video. Oh my gosh. Okay, so just wow. These guys look so awesome together. I cannot wait to show you guys these in my collection. They just look perfect. Now, I do want to say, on the right, this is the standard, and on the left, this is the pirate version, for people that wouldn't know that. But anyways, now I just want to show you guys them together. I do not have him in a kind of toy mode version. He has the different mouth and the arms, but she is in a full toy mode, and these guys are in a live mode, which I really love. I do want to say that these guys have more of a toy mode look, but these guys have such an alive mode. I just love that. So if I were to say which one I like more, I would have to say these guys, because they have more of a toy mode look, which is what I like in my collection. But if I was going for more of a live look, I would go for them. Now, it does not mean I don't like the pirate versions. I love them. But just for, like, reference, like, if I were to pick one, I would definitely go with these two. They're just classic. But because these are just really only in the movie for, like, a couple seconds, like a minute or two. I think it was like a 3-minute scene or something. But anyways, like, these guys are in the movie for so long. They're just so awesome. I'm sure some of you guys didn't even know I had these. So that is what I wanted to bring attention to this video. But yeah, I just wanted to say that if you guys are struggling to pick up a Potato Head, if you see these guys on eBay, either of these guys from Sid Toys, just pick them up immediately. Like, these are awesome. Doesn't matter what condition they're in. Of course, if they're like all destroyed or something, don't pick them up. But like, if they're a good price, under $1,000, which is usually a good price for them, sadly, because they go for a lot. I got these. I got the last version, a standard version, and the pirate version was sold out, so I did have to get these for resale for Christmas. But that is okay with me, because I still got them. Yeah, that is going to be it for this video. You guys let me know it down in the comments which version you like better, the pirate version or the standard version. I'd love to know what your opinions and what you think in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.